It's been over 365 days since the attempt on President Trump's life, and it looks like the battles during his second presidency have just started. Win or lose, these new policies are changing everything.
Meltdown. The Elon Musk and Donald Trump alliance has gone up in flames.
Former President Trump defending rioters during the January 6th Capitol insurrection.
Donald Trump stands before a judge.
Donald Trump has been elected president.
President-elect Trump has nominated Tulsi Gabbard.
Since President Trump took office, illegal crossings are hitting record lows.
Rallies across the country by the No Kings movement.
A third night of unrest in Los Angeles and escalating clashes with law enforcement.
Again today, Israel and Iran traded strikes amid rising tensions.
Let's start with a question. What do you think Donald Trump's legacy will be? Because love him or hate him, Donald J. Trump will go down in history as one of the most influential people of our time. But behind the headlines, behind the chaos, there's a circle, shaping the future just as much as he is. This is Trump's inner circle. And if there's one thing you take from this video, let it be this: there is no power without attention, and attention is everything.
Chapter 1. The Power Core, Family and Inner Gatekeepers.
Trump's inner circle isn't just political, it's personal. His family and longtime allies are deeply involved in shaping his decisions. These are the people who speak freely behind closed doors and control what reaches his desk. Although she is a private citizen focusing on family and business ventures, she still serves as an informal advisor to President Trump. During President Trump's first term, Ivanka served as a senior advisor, focusing on workforce development and women's initiatives. In the current administration, she has opted out of an official role, prioritizing her family and personal endeavors. Although not officially part of the administration, Ivanka remains a trusted confidant to her father, offering advice on policy matters and maintaining connections with business leaders. Trump Jr. serves as a senior advisor to President Trump, a leading figure in the MAGA movement. As President Trump's eldest son, Donald Trump Jr. has been deeply involved in his father's political endeavors since the 2016 campaign, playing pivotal roles in fundraising, grassroots mobilization, and media engagement. While not holding an official government position, Trump Jr. continues to influence the administration's strategies, particularly in rallying the conservative base and shaping messaging efforts. Susie Wiles became White House Chief of Staff in January 2025, making her one of the most powerful figures in the administration. Wiles was instrumental in helping Trump win Florida in both 2016 and 2020, and later became a top strategist for his 2024 campaign. She played a key role in shaping Trump's political operations and messaging. As Chief of Staff, Wiles manages White House operations, controls access to the president, and ensures that Trump's policy and political objectives are carried out efficiently. She is known for her sharp political instincts and ability to navigate Trump's inner circle. Pam Bondi went from Florida Attorney General to U.S. Attorney General in early 2025, leading the Department of Justice. As a former Florida Attorney General from 2011 to 2019, she was one of the key people and strong public defenders of Trump during his impeachment, as well as an important legal advisor in 2020, working on Trump's legal team in various lawsuits. As Attorney General, Bondi oversees federal prosecutions, legal policies, and civil rights enforcement. She is expected to focus on election integrity cases, crime reduction, and conservative legal reforms, making her a crucial legal protector for Trump's agenda. Stephen Miller was appointed Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy in December 2024, continuing his influence on policymaking. Miller was one of Trump's most influential advisors during his first term, shaping immigration policies such as the travel ban and public charge rule. He was also responsible for many of Trump's major speeches. Miller continues to be a driving force behind Trump's domestic policy agenda, particularly on immigration, border security, and nationalist economic policies. He is known for his fierce loyalty and ideological alignment with Trump.
Chapter 2: The Policy Enforcers, Domestic Warfare.
Once the gatekeepers open the door, these are the enforcers who execute Trump's vision. From slashing budgets to dismantling federal institutions, they're not just rewriting policy. They're rewriting America from the inside out. Linda McMahon was nominated in 2024 and appointed the 13th United States Secretary of Education in 2025. McMahon, co-founder of World Wrestling Entertainment, previously served as the administrator of the Small Business Administration during President Trump's first term. She has been a significant financial backer of Trump's campaigns, contributing millions to support his political endeavors. As Secretary of Education, McMahon is tasked with overseeing federal education policies. Her appointment has been met with both support and criticism, particularly regarding her qualifications and views on the department's role. Russell Vought was reappointed as director of the OMB in February 2025, overseeing the administration's budget and financial policies. Vought held the same role during Trump's first term from 2019 to 2021, where he crafted budgets emphasizing tax cuts, deregulation, and reduced spending on social programs. He later founded the Center for Renewing America, a think tank promoting Trump-aligned policies. Vought is key in shaping Trump's economic and fiscal policies, ensuring that the administration's financial strategy aligns with its America First economic vision. He plays a major role in pushing for spending cuts, tax reforms, and regulatory rollbacks. Scott Bessent, the United States Secretary of the Treasury, former hedge fund manager and founder of Key Square Group. Bessent has been a financial backer of Trump's campaigns and a co-chair for fundraising events. In January 2025, he was nominated and confirmed as Treasury Secretary, bringing his investment expertise to the administration. As Treasury Secretary, Bessent plays a crucial role in formulating and implementing the administration's economic policies, focusing on tax reforms, fiscal policy, and financial regulations. His deep ties to the financial industry are instrumental in navigating economic challenges and advancing the administration's economic objectives. Howard Lutnick, the United States Secretary of Commerce, former CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald. Lutnick has been a steadfast supporter of Trump, contributing significantly to his campaigns. In January 2025, he was appointed as Secretary of Commerce, where he also oversees the Office of the United States Trade Representative, playing a pivotal role in shaping trade policies. As Commerce Secretary, Lutnick is central to advancing Trump's trade agenda, advocating for protective tariffs and policies aimed at bolstering American industries. His Wall Street background provides a bridge between the administration and the financial sector. Lutnick is also spearheading the creation of the External Revenue Service, which will collect tariffs from foreign countries. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was confirmed as the Secretary of Health and Human Services in early 2025, overseeing the nation's healthcare policies, federal health agencies, and medical research institutions. Though a lifelong Democrat from the famous Kennedy political family, RFK Jr. gained national attention for his outspoken critiques on vaccine mandates, corporate influence in healthcare, and government transparency. As HHS Secretary, RFK Jr. is spearheading efforts to overhaul the FDA and CDC, implementing stricter regulations on pharmaceutical companies. He has recently introduced a plan to ban direct-to-consumer pharmaceutical advertising, arguing that corporate-driven medicine has eroded public trust. His leadership has been marked by controversy, with pushback from the medical establishment, but strong support from libertarian and conservative health advocates countering their claims. Tulsi Gabbard was sworn in as the 8th Director of National Intelligence, DNI, on February 12, 2025, overseeing all 18 U.S. intelligence agencies, including the CIA, NSA, and FBI. A former Democratic Congresswoman from Hawaii and 2020 presidential candidate, Gabbard made waves by endorsing Trump and officially switching to the Republican Party in 2024. She has been vocal about her concerns regarding foreign interventionism, government overreach, and intelligence agency transparency, aligning with Trump's efforts to reform the intelligence community. As DNI, Gabbard is responsible for briefing the president on global threats, counterintelligence, and cybersecurity. She has prioritized restructuring the intelligence apparatus, aiming to eliminate political bias and restore public trust in federal agencies. Her leadership focuses on tackling threats from China, Russia, and domestic espionage, while pushing for intelligence declassification where possible.
Chapter 3: The Security Hawks, Walls and Wires.
Every administration needs muscle, and these are the power players behind the generals, officers, spies, and hardliners guarding America like a fortress. Their mission? Protect the homeland, secure the border, and control the flow of intelligence and power. Pete Hegseth was confirmed as the Secretary of Defense in early 2025, overseeing the U.S. Armed Forces and National Defense Strategy. A decorated Army veteran and former Fox News host, Hegseth became one of Trump's most loyal defenders in the media, advocating for military reform, veterans issues, and a more aggressive national defense posture. He previously advised Trump on military matters during his first term and was a key proponent of increasing defense spending. As Defense Secretary, Hegseth is focused on military readiness, strengthening alliances with nations that align with U.S. interests, and countering threats from China, Russia, and Iran. He has also prioritized the removal of what he calls woke ideology in military training and recruitment. His policies have led to increased funding for modernization programs, nuclear deterrence, and border defense initiatives involving military assets. Kristi Noem was confirmed as the Secretary of Homeland Security in early 2025, overseeing immigration enforcement, counterterrorism, and cybersecurity. Noem, the former governor of South Dakota, was a steadfast supporter of Trump throughout both of his presidential campaigns. She gained national recognition for refusing to implement certain federal COVID-19 restrictions and for her tough stance on illegal immigration. As Homeland Security Secretary, Noem has aggressively enforced border security policies, expanding deportation efforts and increasing support for state-led enforcement initiatives. She has been instrumental in pushing for the construction of new border barriers, cracking down on sanctuary cities, and expanding E-Verify requirements for employers. She is also involved in domestic counterterrorism efforts, focusing on threats posed by international terror networks and cyber threats from foreign adversaries. Tom Homan was appointed as the administration's border czar in November 2024, overseeing immigration enforcement and border security policies. Homan served as the acting director of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement during Trump's first term and became well known for his strong stance on illegal immigration and border security. He frequently defended Trump's policies on national television, making him a natural choice for this role. As border czar, Homan is responsible for implementing Trump's immigration policies, working closely with DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. His focus has been on expanding border infrastructure, deploying additional resources to high-risk areas, and strengthening legal avenues for deportation. Homan has also pushed for increased state cooperation with federal immigration enforcement, encouraging local law enforcement agencies to take a more active role in border security efforts. His leadership has led to a surge in deportations and the deployment of National Guard units to key border zones. Kash Patel was appointed as FBI Director in February 2025, overseeing federal law enforcement and national security investigations. Patel was a top aide to Congressman Devin Nunes before joining the Trump administration, where he played a key role in investigating alleged FBI misconduct in the Russia probe. He later became Chief of Staff to the Secretary of Defense in 2020 and was deeply involved in intelligence and defense matters. As FBI Director, Patel has been tasked with reforming the Bureau, particularly in how it handles politically charged cases and national security threats. His appointment reflects Trump's desire for a loyalist at the helm of federal law enforcement. John Ratcliffe was confirmed as the 9th CIA director in January 2025, overseeing the nation's intelligence gathering operations. Ratcliffe served as Director of National Intelligence from 2020 to 2021, where he pushed for declassifying intelligence documents related to the Russia investigation and election security. Before that, he was a congressman from Texas and a staunch Trump ally. As CIA director, Ratcliffe plays a key role in shaping Trump's intelligence strategy and ensuring that intelligence agencies align with the administration's national security priorities. His appointment signals a focus on countering foreign adversaries and restructuring the intelligence community.
Chapter 4: The Strategists, the Long Game.
Behind every bold move is a blueprint. These are the architects and influencers crafting the Trump doctrine, managing global alliances, and thinking 10 steps ahead. Power doesn't just happen, it's planned. Peter Thiel, billionaire tech investor, venture capitalist, and influential political donor. Thiel was among the few Silicon Valley figures to support Trump during the 2016 campaign, speaking at the Republican National Convention. His support continued through the 2024 election cycle, contributing to Trump's re-election efforts and conservative initiatives. Thiel's influence lies in his financial backing and strategic counsel on technology and economic policies. He supports efforts to reshape the tech industry and has been linked to funding media and policy groups aligned with conservative values. Marco Rubio was unanimously confirmed as the Secretary of State in early 2025, becoming the nation's top diplomat and chief foreign policy strategist. Once a fierce rival during the 2016 Republican primaries, the former Florida senator later aligned with Trump on key issues, particularly regarding China policy, Latin America, and national security. Rubio played a major role in shaping Trump's foreign policy platform during the 2024 campaign. As Secretary of State, Rubio has prioritized strengthening alliances with NATO, expanding U.S. influence in Latin America, and taking a hardline stance against China and Iran. He has been instrumental in reasserting American energy independence on the world stage and renegotiating trade deals to favor U.S. industries. His diplomatic approach has focused on reinforcing economic and military partnerships while using economic sanctions as a primary tool against adversarial nations. J.D. Vance was sworn in as vice president on January 20th, 2025. Vance, a former senator from Ohio, was initially a Trump critic in 2016, but later became a strong supporter. He gained national prominence with his book, Hillbilly Elegy, and won his Senate seat in 2022 with Trump's backing. As vice president, Vance serves as Trump's top political partner, helping to promote his populist economic policies and working-class appeal. He is expected to be deeply involved in domestic policy, particularly on trade, industry, and economic revitalization.
Chapter 5: The Breakup of the Century.
Senior White House advisor and face of the Department of Government Efficiency DOGE, CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, X, Twitter, Neuralink, and The Boring Company. Elon Musk's relationship with President Trump has been anything but consistent. It's the kind of saga you'd expect from two of the most polarizing figures of our time. Back in 2016, Elon briefly joined Trump's Business Advisory Council, only to resign in protest over the U.S. withdrawal from the Paris Climate Accord, a disagreement over policy, a bump in the road. But that early exit was nothing compared to what would come years later. After years of public jabs, surprise endorsements, and cautious alignment, the two found common ground again during Trump's 2024 campaign. That renewed alliance led to Musk's appointment as the face of DOGE, Trump's ambitious attempt to modernize federal operations and cut government bloat. Musk's tech-forward approach helped streamline outdated systems, launch AI integration into federal processes, and reduce inefficiencies that had plagued departments for decades. DOGE was a win, at least on paper. Musk quickly became a central player in Trump's new administration. His unfiltered persona and bold reforms drew both admiration and outrage. Under Musk's leadership, the Department of Government Efficiency slashed redundancies, pushed automation in federal offices, and pushed controversial AI over bureaucracy policies. While some hailed it as the dawn of a smarter government, others saw it as the mechanization of democracy itself. But then came June 5th, 2025. What started as internal disagreements over Musk's growing influence and lack of transparency exploded into a very public feud. Insiders say Elon defied executive direction, bypassed traditional clearance channels, and attempted to fast-track an AI policy that would have quietly shifted control over federal data systems. Trump, already wary of power consolidation, saw it as a betrayal. The fallout was immediate, the tweets were brutal, and the alliance was over. Musk was stripped of key responsibilities within the administration, though he still technically retains the DOGE title. Now, he operates on the fringe of the inner circle, not fully in, not fully out. Whether you call his inner circle loyalists, extremists, or something in between, one thing is clear. Love him or hate him, these are the people rewriting American power and steering the ship. This is Trump's inner circle.